Hey girl, hey, what's up? It's that time of the week where we just sit down, we have girl chat, we relax, we chill. We really just, this is like the group chat. This is like support group. This is all the things where we just connect with each other on a real level, transparent level. And a lot of the times I share some things that are really truly going on in my life. And I just want to sit down and talk, play in makeup, get ready, do a look that I probably wouldn't do on a everyday basis. It's my time to be creative, and I want you to grab your makeup, get your hobby, get the things that make you happy, sit down in front of the video so we can get this thing going. Okay, so let's go ahead on and get into it. So girl, I put on a comfy robe today. Okay, this is the most comfortable robe I have in my wardrobe. Yeah, let me get this something on these dry lips. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, I don't know what to do about it. This is what happens when you like feel like you have to try every freaking lip mask on the market. You end up doing more damage than you do good. But anyways, I'm excited to just talk with you guys today. I have a little bit on my mind, some things that I feel like we can connect on. And another way that we can connect is by you guys commenting down below. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what you have going on. I always, for the most part, comment back. And I feel like it's healthy just to sit down and be real and transparent with you guys. Like, if I got up here every time I filmed a video and was like, I got it all together, I got some things I want to share with you guys, I feel like we would lose connection, you know what I mean? Because I don't have it all together. I don't want to ever come off that way. I love connection. I love keeping it real. I love being authentic. And that's a really big part of what I want to build with you all. Is just real reality. And let's get through this thing, okay? And I say it in almost every video. And I would be remiss not to say hello to all my new subscribers. Hey girl, hey, welcome to the family. I see every single one of you guys that took the chance on me, who hit that subscribe button and wanted to be a part of something that you felt on my last video, because you guys ate that last video up, and that was like my best performing video yet on my channel. I'm glad it added value, purpose, something to your life that made you want to say, I commit to this channel. So welcome, and you guys are so loved already. You guys are so truly loved. And we got something new to the background, girl. Yes, 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 and yes. So I had this hanging over my vanity, and I could not settle on a picture. Like, I had gone several times to like Home Goods, At Home. I had gone to, where else did I go? TJ Maxx, Ross, like all those places, and there was just nothing that appealed to me. So I just ended up like, let's just move that. I don't really, you guys don't see the name a lot in my videos, so I've had that for years now, at least 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, let's just put it to use. In that season in my life where I want to repurpose things, I want to use what I already have. I don't always have to have the newest and the most in. I just like to use what I have. Like, the more you add to it, the more you have to maintain, the more you have to take care of, and that's not always a good thing. I'm in a low maintenance part of my life right now, okay? I'm in that soft life era where if I don't have to do it, I don't want to do it. So I said all that to say, let me know what you guys think of the sign. I absolutely love it. It's the bomb. So I hope everybody who's watching is doing well. And let me know what's been going on in your life, sis. Let me know how I can be a part of who you are and how I can help. I would love to know that. So comment down below. Let's go ahead on and get into this video, girl. So the thing that was on my heart for this video today was I wanted to sit down and just kind of chat with you guys on, I feel feel like there's a lot that's not really said about becoming an adult. And it's kind of just been hitting me lately. Like, it's been hitting me really, like, heavy. Like, wait a minute. Like, nobody told me all this was going to be happening. You know what I mean? Like, and I guess the biggest thing that comes to my mind is there's a lot of changes and transitions that happen as an adult that just kind of like hit you left, right. Every time I look up, it's like, man, this is due, that's due, this is going on. And I mean, we all have some type of support and love in our life that I'm sure is helping us get through that. But I feel like also it just kind of like catches you off guard. You know what I mean? Like, this whole adulting thing is ghetto. Like, just straight up ghetto. And I mean, I'm an adult now. I consider myself, I'm 32, so I kind of consider myself not necessarily a young adult. I'm to the point in my life, if something happens, something goes wrong, I'm kind of responsible for me wholeheartedly. That little cushion that we get between like the age of 25 to, I say, 30, where it's like, you know, in the back of your head you're an adult, but you don't really like want to own it, so you can still call home or whoever you have supporting you in your life and get help. I feel like that kind of runs out at like 30, 31, and then it's like, man, like I look up and I'm like 50 pounds heavier. So much life has occurred, and like I just didn't expect. Girl, I always get to talking and don't do my makeup. It's a mess. I'm going to try to name some of the products because some of you guys asked me about the makeup products on my last, I think it was my last Get Ready With Me. So I don't mind. This is more of a real laid back video. I'm telling you guys what I'm putting on my face. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Foundation. I think it's still available. I'm not 100% sure. If not, there's a good alternative, I'm sure. I'm going to go in with 2 shades because the one that I just showed you is a little on the light side on my face, and I do prefer like a darker complexion when it comes to my face. And that's only because like here comes the makeup artist in me. Like, the truer you get to match this part of your body, it just starts to look a little washed out when you start adding your products and stuff onto your face. So yeah. Let's get back to this adulting conversation though. Yeah, so I just feel like, you know, I think one thing I failed to realize is in going into adulthood, young womanhood, is that, like, I don't know, sis, like, I just failed to realize that, wait a minute, everything that is taught to you as a child, everything you learn as a child, all the habits you build, at one point in your life, you're going to need them. And what you didn't get, you didn't get. And what you need to learn, you're responsible for learning now. And sometimes it just seems like there's not enough time in the day to be taking all these punches and blows and this newness you're experiencing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know if you can relate. And if you're not like a young adult, I'm sure there's something that can resonate with you, because I know everybody who watches me is not exactly my age. But one thing I've been truly, I guess, newly experiencing is, as an adult, I didn't have like the best eating habits as a child, a young adult. I wasn't the worst. One thing, like, I didn't grow up, I didn't drink soda growing up. I was heavy on the junk food, but it wasn't as heavy as it got like once stress started hitting. I don't know, girl. Something happened. And I just started eating and eating and eating. It was like a comfort thing to me. It just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. And then the weight gain started. I think it's normal, you know, as you transition through life to put on weight. I think it's healthy. I don't know. I think their doctors have their goals, health parameters that they want you to meet. I agree with those, but I also feel like your body type, there's a lot more that plays into like your BMI and all those things. I mean, we're not going to directly dive into all of those, sis, but the point of this is that I've gained weight. Okay, sis, I've gained a lot of weight. I think over the last 5 years, I've probably put on a good 60 pounds. Now, I'm okay with probably 30 of those 60 because as a young woman, as a woman experiencing life, I'm okay with weight gain. I think I look healthier with, you know, a heavier face, a little more weight on my body. I want to feel like a woman. I don't want to feel like a teenager anymore. But I have realized that I have put on unhealthy weight too. My life has been a little different over the last year. And I know that I do a lot more. Although my career as a nurse allows me to move around a lot, I'm off for a long stretch of time. And I don't do as much physical activity as I used to do. And I've noticed that I've picked up weight in not only not doing physical activity, my eating habits were terrible. They were terrible. So with that being said, like, girl, I put on like maybe 30 pounds, give or take, in the last year, 6 months to a year, maybe even going on a year and a half. And while I'm okay with that, I don't want to continue to see my parameters go up. When I go to the doctor, my A1C is not, it's borderline, and I'm considered to be in the obese category. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you know, like, whoa, where did all this come from? Where's all of this new information coming from? These are things I never experienced. But like, I don't know. I just want to like talk that like these changes, life is inevitably going to change. If nothing else happens, life is going to change. Okay, sis? Dang it, I wanted to use this. I do this in every video. Girl, I really wanted to use this. Dang it. Well, this is the Maybelline Multi-Use Concealer. It's pink. This is a pink concealer, but it's supposed to brighten up your under eyes a lot more. We'll have to use it in the next one. Man. So with that being said, life is going to happen. Life is going to change in a lot of ways as we continue to age. Those that know that. So what we have to do is be adaptable. And this is something that I'm learning myself about being adaptable. Like, you have to be able to adjust to that change because it's inevitably going to happen. And I want to kind of like share with you guys some things that, although I'm not the happiest with this weight gain, there's a level of acceptance that I have to have because it's here. I think the more we fight the change, the more we're least likely to adapt or make changes to reverse that change that we're seeing. Does that make sense? I had a word. I couldn't figure it out. But so I think the more that willing we're to say, like I just kind of told you, I know my life's different. I know I'm not up and moving as much as I used to. I know I have some stressors in my life right now. There's a level of acceptance that putting it out there does, rather than kind of like getting frustrated with yourself and then not wanting to do anything about it and then trying to hide. Because I've experienced a little bit of that myself. Like, I figure like, well, if I don't go anywhere, if I don't do anything, if I don't move around, nobody will know I've gained the weight because they can't see me. And that's not healthy, because what that's doing is what that's doing is whatever the change is. Like, you know, I know that there's young mothers that watch me, or I know that there's people who are maybe transitioning into a new job or dealing with relationship issues. And sometimes we feel like if we don't deal with it, if we hide it, that it goes away temporarily. And that's such a permanent fix to something that can be temporary if we address it as it comes. So, as we become adults, or if you're already an adult, that's fine too. We have to learn to make our changes work for who we are. This is something else I didn't use again. You guys, I'm going to put you on yet again. This is the e.l.f. Let me cover my face. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you guys don't take any other makeup product from my videos, you need this. In fact, somebody asked me about it in my last video. I'm going to show you what this does because, like, this is so good. Let me blend it out. Like, I don't know if you can see it as good because I had foundation on that. But what this is it's like a glow. Look at that glow that it leaves on your hand, on your face. You can wear it by itself, and if you put it on your makeup, it makes your makeup just look so much better. Even if you don't wear makeup all the time, like, I feel like this is such a staple in just adding a little bit of light to your face if you're going to work and you want to kind of have a moment for the day, or if you're even having a bad day. Put this on, sis. Go to the mailbox and get your mail. You're gonna love it. One thing about me is I'm gonna give you guys the best of the best, and this is that. So, as I was saying, like, there's gonna be so many changes we have to embrace, girl, as we go through life, and we just have to be ready for them. So, yeah, when change comes, let me see. What bronzer? Did I not get a cream bronzer? Okay. So when change enters our life, I think some healthy coping mechanisms that we have to ask ourselves is the change true? Is it happening? Yes, it is. Okay, is there something within my power that I can do to make this change either go away, to make this change better for me, to make this change work for me? Or is there something in my life that I can do to ultimately better this for who I am and what I need? Right? That's kind of what we have to ask ourselves when we are experiencing something different in our life. What is it that God has for this change in my life? Or how can I help this change benefit for me? Or is there something I can learn from? So, yes, those are all very healthy ways to look at change in your life. Back to my little weight gain story. I wanted to share with you guys that, yes, I did put on like about 30 pounds. And for the last year, this year, 2023, I've been more aware of it, been a little unsettled about it, and I want to do something about it. But I've never, ever had to lose weight in my life before. I've always been on the healthier side, like more than healthy weight-wise. My food choices, not so much, but my girl looking for a brush and talking to y'all. So yes, I'm 32 and my weight is not ideal for me right now, but I want to make a change. I want my life to be different, and I wanted to make myself more mindful of some of the things I was doing that weren't contributing to my weight, and I'm just going to share those with you guys really quick. My eating habits were terrible. Okay, I was eating junk food a lot of the times of the day, sis. Like, I don't know where I got it from, why. I think a lot of it was just convenience and using the excuse where I don't know how to cook. It's only me. It's just one of me. It's harder to cook for one of me than it is for multiple people, because that's true though. Like, the way things are set up, they're set up more so for like families. If you buy a thing of spaghetti and you do the meat sauce and you do the pound of ground meat that you use to cook for your spaghetti, you end up with a family serving. And if it's just you can't eat that every day, right? And then I always use the excuse for me that I always use the excuse for me as far as, like, I don't know how to cook, and I'm not knowledgeable on like the health servings you're supposed to have. So I just got really lazy, and then life started happening, and then weight gain picked up, and I'm over here like, whoa, what is going on? I don't look the same. I don't fit the same clothes. And that is very discouraging. Like, when you've put on weight and the last version of yourself you remember was like fitting like a size 4, 6. And then you go into the store and it's like, whoa, where do I start? What do I wear? Because now my stomach is poking. My breasts are a lot bigger. My arms are a lot rounder, and it's like, whoa. So I honestly, my self-esteem was affected by my weight. I didn't like looking at myself in the mirror when I went shopping, so I don't really shop for clothes like I should. And I know you guys can't tell because you guys see me from like the waist up in these videos, but I'm very like, I have very low self-esteem when it comes to my weight. But I could sit here all day long and tell you guys, well, this is how I feel about my weight. This is what I feel like is going on. And it can be a woe is me, or you can come up with a solution. And one of the solutions that I recently have come up, and I ask people a lot of questions when it comes to weight. I ask a lot of questions because I don't know exactly where to start, you know. So people who are healthy in my life, I do ask questions. People who make better decisions with their eating choices, I ask questions like, where do you start? And here recently, I have really good benefits with my job. I'm like, well, why don't you take advantage of going to see a dietitian, going to see a weight doctor, so you can get some solutions to why you are going through what you're going through. I've gone through the healing. I've gone through the copings of the stress and how to do it. Now it's time to get my physical together, and that's kind of where I am in my life right now. Like, I want to do some weight training. I want to do some walking. I want to do some running. I want to do things that, you know, are going to ultimately create a lifestyle where I am being healthier and not just putting on weight and wallowing in it, you know? So I did recently go see a dietitian and a weight doctor. And one thing I want to know is that it's also very difficult with losing weight, because I think as women, we look at other women and we're automatically, and we can, this is a tendency, is that we can see other people's weight and get a little hard on yourself. And I've done that a lot. Like, man, I know I'm not making the best eating choices. I know I put on weight. Girl over there is skinny. She can wear anything she want to wear. And I've never had to go through that. So all these feelings are new. But one thing I want to say was, there's like all these new quick fixes that are so tempting. And that's kind of why, another reason why I wanted to kind of show up in my true self is that, like, sis, just because everybody's going to pay to get a body job, or everybody's going to get like the diet shots and all these other things, ask yourself, first of all, does your body belong to you? It does, but the word does say otherwise, one. And then two, you also have to ask yourself, in the long run, how is this going to affect me? Is this really something that is ultimately going to harm me? Like, am I really getting to the bottom of the root of the issue by going to get a quick fix? Or am I going to go get a quick fix and my eating habits, are they still going to be the same? Like, what is the long-term solution going to be for this? And that's kind of what I want to ask yourself before you go look into those quick fixes. It's like, I don't know. So, because I've been tempted by them, sis. I promise I have. You know, I have totally been tempted by quick fixes. I've asked about them. I've inquired about them because I'm like, but see, try the least invasive to the most invasive. Don't feel like you have to go get a quick fix. Ask yourself, why am I eating so much? Why is this a problem in my life? Is there something that I can do first? And if there's something you can do first, that's probably going to be the best solution. And that's going to get you the best results, because your mind is going to have changed. Your the way you're processing it is going to change. You know, so now that I've gotten a little honest about that, what face powder did I pick out? You know, let's go ahead on and talk about ways to accept change and make the changes in your life. Like, the first thing I feel like is going to be golden for you, sis, is to... Oh, wow. Ooh, this is glowy. I don't know if I should have used that. If I could leave you guys with anything, is, you know, like I said in the beginning of the video, change is going to come in your life. You know, be open-minded. Be willing to accept the change, and ask yourself, how is this change going to be the best for me? You know, All right, guys, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of this blush. This is one of my favorite blushes in my collection. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. These colors all swarm together. Sis, do something for me. Do something for me. So I just mix them all, and this shimmery shade in the middle is so pretty. Ooh, this blush is pretty. I don't know if you guys know this, but blush is by far my favorite makeup product. Blush is where it all started for me, girl. It's where it all started. I think that was one of the first makeup products I ever bought, and it used to be the only makeup product I put on my face. Those that are watching, they know. Baby, I could just take some blush and just put it all over. I would just put it all over the cheeks, similar to what I do now, because I know I still put on a lot of blush. I know I do. Okay, so let me share some tips with you guys about how to embrace change, embracing things that are different. So we've already talked about acceptance. I think accepting is going to always be the first step, that this change is here. I'm either going to be able to do something about it, or I'm going to have to accept it for what it is and adjust to it, right? So kind of analyze it. Where am I with this? Am I able, within my control, to do something about this change, or is it something I have to accept and adjust my life to? You know, am I going to be able to do something about it? What's the healthiest way to go about this? Is there a healthy way to adapt to this change? Is there a healthy way to change this change if I can, right? And in knowing that, that'll guide your next steps, because you'll be able to come up with a plan. Talk about it with the people in your life. You know what I mean? See what's the best route to go. Once you come up with a plan, like I did, I went to see a nutritionist. I'm like, I want to get this under control. I want to see myself in a different light. I want to increase my self-esteem. There's desires I have for this. Figure out your desires for whatever's going on in your life, and figure out how you can make things work for you. I'm going to go, I can literally sit some stuff down and not know where I put it. It's a mess. Where is my sponge? All right, girl, let's go ahead on and finish up this makeup look. I think today I think I'm just going to walk you guys through my eye look. I don't ever do that on my channel, because by the time I get done talking, I just feel like y'all are done listening. So we're going to go ahead on. All right, girl, sorry. My camera cut off. I had to do, and I know that they work, but I've said it over and over. Acceptance is definitely something you've got to come to reality with. That this is something that's in my life, and it's different, but I have to adjust to it. I have to figure out my new life in this new way. Next is figure out your desires and wants when it comes to this specific change in your life, whatever it is. Figure out how you feel about it. Figure out your perspective on it. Figure out, like, write it out. Come up with a plan about it. When you have change in your life, you have to get to the bottom of your feelings, your desires, and express that. Express that on a journal. Express that to the people in your life. Express that in some type of capacity. Get everything out. Your thoughts, your feelings, the way you want it to show up in your life, how it's making other people feel. Get everything out, so that way you have an awareness of what's going on as far as this new way of life for you, okay? Ooh, that's pretty. All right, so we're going into this shadow here. I don't know. Y'all, this video is kind of all over the place. This is a pretty look. I like. Don't let change overcome you. Don't let things overcome you to the point where you don't flourish and get the best out of your life the way you should. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, we're going to leave the conversation of change, going to leave the conversation of weight, and we are going to finish up this look on camera. I am going to go into, you guys know I love my brown eyeliners to death. They are like my babies. But I am going to go into, I guess we're going to do brown again, because I love me a brown eyeliner. Let's see. Is this good? Okay, we're going to go into this Too Faced Killer Chocolate eyeliner. This is super pretty too. I really enjoy this eyeliner. It's really nice. So okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Girl, we getting pretty. And then we're going to go in with like a chocolate eyeliner. Yeah, let's go in with like this ashy shade right here. It's like an ashy brown. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. So we're going to go into ooh, it's dark, but I like it. I feel like I never do my eyes with you guys on camera. I tried to show you a little bit of something. Okay. That might be a little too dark. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so we got that going. And then we are going to use, let's go in with this blue color in the corner of our eyes. Ooh, that's so pretty. I just have to switch. Let's just use this one. I like that. One thing about Pat McGrath, she gonna get an eyeshadow right. Pat McGrath is like my favorite makeup artist. So yes, there's that. I feel like the eyes are done. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some eyelashes and then I'll be right back, sis. I'll be back. Hey guys, lashes are on. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows real quick. They're done, but I'm gonna do a little bit of this. This kind of just enhances them a little bit more. It's the e.l.f. Y'all know I love me some e.l.f. E-L-F. It's eyes, lips, and face. Wow Brow. They have some of the best products in the whole wide world. This is what it looks like. I think I get the dark brown shade. And it just like kind of keeps your eyebrows in place. And then it just adds a little more fluff and fills them in a little bit more. It kind of does what I didn't do when I did my eyebrows. Because baby. Okay, so eyes. Everything is done. I set my face. And we're going to go ahead on and do the lips. Okay. So for lips, I'm going to do, where's that? You sit in, y'all. I like picking my lips out with you guys on camera because, I don't know, I just do. I don't think, wait, is this good? Okay, we're gonna use this one by Nabla Cosmetics. It's just this brown lip liner, very easy to work with. And we're just gonna line the lips. And then I'm gonna go in with my handy dandy e.l.f. lipstick. Let me cover my face. There we go, my handy dandy e.l.f. lipstick, and this is in the shade No Doubt. I love this lipstick. At this point, you guys are probably gonna think I work for e.l.f. I ain't made it there yet. I have got a couple of brand deals, but you know, we'll talk about that later. And then I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss. I think this is See Through by MAC. I think it is. I don't know. It looks a little more, this might be. No, this is Fashion Punch. And that's it. Girl, that is it for my makeup look. Let me know what you guys think. It's absolutely pretty. I love it. So anyways, guys, in this video, we talked a little bit about changing, embracing changing, adulthood, all of those things. The reality of it is, as long as you're living, you're changing physically, mentally, emotionally. How are you going to handle that change? Where are you going to stand in the midst of that change? Because we all know change don't really ask our permission a lot of the times. Now, sometimes we welcome it. Sometimes we go out and ask for it. Sometimes it's just there. Wherever it is in your life, give yourself a chance and the opportunity to see where you stand within that change, okay? The best advice that I can leave you with is that there's got to be a level of acceptance when it comes to that change. 1. 2, you got to see, is this a change that I can do something about? Or is this a change that's going to be here and I have to figure out how I'm going to adjust my life to this change? Whatever it is, you have to accept it first. Figure out where you stand within it. And the last thing you have to do is make a plan about it. And just deal with it. Make it work. Make it, flip it and make it work for you. That's what I mean by kind of deal with it part. There's got to be a level of, this is a part of my life where it is now, and we're going to make it work for who we are and where we're going, right? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I loved and enjoyed every minute getting ready with you guys. It's been an amazing time, and I just want to leave you with, I hope this video added something to your life, gave you purpose. No, I always do that. I hope this video added something to your life, gave you hope, and found you purpose. And as always, I absolutely love you guys to the moon and back, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.